Hey, welcome back to GeForce. I'm Meg, and I am here at the 505 Games meeting space. I just got to check out some of Bloodstained, and I'm here with someone very special who helped to create the game. So for anybody watching who isn't familiar, can you tell us a little bit about the game?
So for those who don't know Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, this is a game that started out as a Kickstarter project, and it's a 2.5D exploration-based side-scroller platformer game. And it's very dark, and it has a gothic horror theme to it.
What inspired the dark gothic setting that the game has?
So in the previous larger publishing company that I was at, there was a long-running franchise that was also a gothic horror theme. And I personally love gothic horror, and I love the history of European culture as well. So that's also a huge inspiration for me. And so this time I wanted to sort of bring that back into Bloodstained Ritual of the Night.
So something that I noticed that I thought was really interesting is these shard abilities that we have in the game. You know, she flies up and then gets stabbed by a shard. Can you talk a little bit about how that works?
To give it a little bit of a background, there are demons in this game where when they die, they turn into a crystal. So there are these shard binders, which are people that are embedded with crystals, are cursed by these crystals, who are able to sort of absorb the crystals from these demons, and they're able to use their ability and use it on their free will.
So can you tell us a little bit more about the combat overall? Because it seemed very strategic, and I'm very intrigued by it.
So there are two types of combat style. One is you could use all these different kind of weapons. So you have the whip, the sword, a great sword, a gun, and all these different kind of weapons to choose from, and to have the players be able to choose their play style by their weapon of choice. Another one is, as we mentioned before with the shards, you're able to absorb the demon's ability and also be able to use it to attack, but it's also something that you could also use for moving and go to places where you couldn't go before.
So are we able to play as more than one character, or do we just have one character that we play as?
We've only shown that Miriam, the main character, is a playable character, but we promised during our Kickstarter campaign that there will be 2 more playable characters, so that's something we hope that people will look forward to.
Can you tell us a little bit about the 10 different game modes that are available?
So there are so many different modes other than the main game itself. So we have a roguelike mode, which makes the map sort of procedurally generate. And we also have a mode for a local co-op. We also have an online mode that players are able to fight alongside each other. We also have a boss rush mode, which is where players are able to beat bosses consecutively. And we also have a boss revenge mode, which is like an opposite, where you're the boss and you try to fight Miriam, the playable character, instead. It's something that players will be able to play more modes other than the main game.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to tell us more about your game. I'm very excited about it, and I'm sure the people watching are too. For those of you guys watching, make sure you check out Bloodstained, and make sure to leave a comment down below and subscribe for your chance to win one of many awesome prizes that we're giving away during E3. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.